Welcome to GMB Heavy Industries. We are gathered today to showcase one of our newest projects that's being packaged up and getting ready to go out to our customer. It's an exit transfer and run-out conveyor system. This, as you can see behind me, is one section of 13 that is going to be shipped out to the customer. It's going to get pre-assembled on site and it's going to get installed on site as well by GMB Heavy Industries. It's a chain transfer, as you can see up top, with these 4 chain conveyors essentially. And it goes out to a set of run-out rolls on the back side. The only thing that's not on the unit, as you can see right now, are the table fabrications where the actual material flows along. We'll probably show you that later down the line. So as I said, this is one pre-assembled section that we use for testing. We hosted our customer as well for a visit, looked over the design, had conversations, just made sure that they were fully comfortable with everything before we ship it out to them. The actual installation is going to be happening later this year, and we are very, very excited to be having this project on our plate. You can see a little bit more about the system as well. It's gearbox and motor driven, as you can see on the right hand side, feeds through a drive shaft, and then we have the actual chains and sprockets that drive the material along. And then we'll say the rolls themselves are powered individually by one motor per roll, and that'll be on the other side as well. We'll probably show you some B-roll of that as we get to it. We can pivot around and just continue fluidly talking about this. Behind, you'll see a stack of pre-assembled units that are going to be going off to the customer site as well. These are one of the many pieces that go into assembling one full unit that you see back there. So again, like I said, motor, roll, chain, and yeah, this is going to go on, and these will get married on site with the beams and get pre-assembled and put in place. Now we have migrated off from the assembly, which is now behind the camera, over to our lovely friend, the HPU, the hydraulic power unit. So this unit itself, designed by GMB, and as you can see, is responsible for delivering hydraulic power. Intention is for our trolley system behind you, which is kind of hard to show because it's kind of underneath. It's cylinder driven, and that's what actually moves the trolley arms up to pick up the material, move it across, and puts it down onto the run-out conveyor, or the rolls that were behind you that I showed you earlier. So this HPU is it's really nice. I love the color, by the way. The green really does suit the actual build, the green and yellow combination. And yeah, this is the HPU itself, and it just kind of speaks to a little bit about what GMB is capable of. We're not just there to make, let's say, the equipment aspect of things. We do take pride in doing work in the hydraulic side and the electrical side, and we're able to marry those two together and kind of bring you the full package, and that's what makes GMB so special. All right, continuing along the line. So the beauty of showing you guys that pre-assembled section back there is when you get to see some of these bits and pieces in the shop, you get a feel for where they go. So these pre-assemblies, you can see, is comprised of those drive shafts and sprockets that you saw back there where the chain connects to. And then these get obviously connected to the gearbox and the motor, and they're used to drive the chain system. So at GMB, one thing we're really good at is being efficient. So by doing a lot of pre-assembly at the shop, we're able to expedite the installation process on site. And that helps us, A, be more accurate, be more efficient, and then of course, it just helps the overall install go smoother. The last thing we want is extended downtime for our customers, and we don't want long outages either. So by doing pre-assembly, we just make things so much better for our end user. Okay, continuing along to more pre-assemblies here. No, I did not grow to 8 feet tall. I'm standing on top of one of the trolley assemblies because it's just easier. But here we are with more of the chain assemblies. These are different types. So this particular exit transfer system has a total of, we'll say, 4 types of pre-assemblies here that go together in sequence in varying shapes and sizes to keep it simple for you guys. But again, really just like you can see the magnitude of what we're able to accomplish at GMB. We are a small outfit in the grand scheme of things, yes, but that's what gives us the power to be so dynamic and agile when it comes to our designs and what we're able to produce for our customers. So this stack here is going to get broken down and put onto trucks, shipped to the customer site, and be used by the team there, GMB's mill writing team, to get the pre-assembly done. And as we finish sections of the actual, we'll say, exit transfer system, one of the 13 sections, 2 of 13, 3 of 13, we're able then to take those, fly them in, and put them in larger modules. Again, expediting the install, improving accuracy, less downtime, and it's just way better for the end user again. So yeah, this is really awesome. It's one of the selling points of what makes GMB special here. So we're now onwards to some more pre-assembly goodness, and this is kind of a cool piece, and I really wanted to showcase the work of the team here at the shop. These hydraulic lines are all bent and fitted by GMB with the block here as well. So you can see the beauty of what we do. Again, like, I can't stop speaking about it, but realistically, it's awesome. We're able to do the big assemblies, large fabrications, large pre-assemblies, but then we're also able to do a lot of the finer and more detailed work. And when you see this up close and personal, I mean, it is tidy, it is clean, it is gorgeous, and I love it. This is what makes me excited and really gets me going about these projects, is I get to really bask in the glory of something as big as 13 sections of that pre-assembly that you saw down there. But then when you start looking at some of the details, you really begin to appreciate the workmanship that goes into it. So yeah, again, a cool little piece there to show you. Okay, we're on to more pre-assemblies, this time now with the trolley system. So there's two versions of the trolley system here, and it all gets put into the larger arrangement, we'll say. There's a with cylinder and without cylinder version. So the with cylinder, they're all connected at the end of the day, but the with cylinder version of this trolley assembly is the one that actually actuates it up and down to move the material across. And yeah, this is, again, pre-assembled at GMB, modularized, simplified, made to expedite the install and just make everything so much smoother. So yeah, love it. I get to run around in a jungle of metal here, but it's a lot of fun. So yeah, on to the next piece real quick. All right, so remember earlier I told you guys where those rolls were? There was supposed to be table fabrications that go on top of them. That's what these bad boys are. So the orientation's a little bit goofy because they're actually sandwiched together for packaging, but you can see this top one is a good example of how it actually is going to sit on top. And this particular one is a unique one. It doesn't have the cutout for the roll in it. It's the first one in the actual system, what we call position 0 at the start of the cooling bed. The other ones here, if the camera wants to come on closer, you can see that we have a cutout where the roll itself is going to peek out through. So that's where the roll goes that you saw there on the pre-assembled unit. And then in this particular one, it's kind of cool we ended up here. This cutout is just meant for a sensor that will get installed on site once we get there. So again, small features, not an issue. Large fabrications, not a problem. And you can see this lovely stack here, and more of them are kind of bundled and wrapped on the backside as well, ready to go to the customer. They're just going to go like this, get taken apart, and when it's time to get put on the pre-assembly, the guys will take care of that on site. Much as pre-assembly is important at GMB, we also take a lot of pride in what we do for packaging. As you can see, everything gets shrink wrapped for protection. Obviously, we want this to be safe while it's waiting to get installed. We do tend to ship a little bit ahead of schedule, obviously, and we do like to correspond with our customers to make sure that the shipping schedules obviously align and whatnot. But this stuff might sit outside, it might sit inside. We don't necessarily always know the conditions. Obviously, we'd love to have everything indoors because it's just the best environment for the shipped goods, but not always possible. So like I said, everything gets shrink wrapped, gets labeled, gets indexed on our side. So even if it does show up on site and gets scrambled everywhere, at the end of the day, we know what we've shipped. We know what we need to do our job in our pre-assembly. And once they come back, everything gets torn open. And at the very minimum, you're not going to have tons of water and moisture and whatnot gathering on these. No foreign material. You're not going to get, droppings, whatever it may be. All in all, GMB takes a lot of pride in our packaging, and I think it shows. If you've ever ordered from GMB, you know that when we ship you something, it's coming shrink wrapped, it's coming in a crate, and it's going to be well taken care of in transit. And hopefully, once it gets to your hands, it'll all be in one piece. It's more hydraulic goodness right here on the shelf behind me. So these drag chains have hydraulic hoses inside of them, and I'm going to quickly jump over to the full assembly and show you exactly where these go. So I'll meet you back over there. Cool. Underneath the pre-assembled unit that we started at, here's that actual drag chain attached to the block, and this is what basically connects the hydraulic system, the HPU that's behind the cameraman, to the actual hydraulic cylinder itself. So it's kind of cool. You get to see the actuation and how it functions. And yeah, pretty simple, pretty straightforward, and well designed, robust stuff here. I just want to be very open with you guys. Like, this equipment's going to last a very, very long time. And I don't say that because I am GMB. I say that genuinely. GMB, the saying is we design horses, not ponies. And that's the reality. We make very robust equipment, provide excellent after-sales support. We have an amazing mill writing team that does the installations as well. And it's a full package, turnkey. Our motto is turnkey solutions. If you've ever visited us at a convention or a trade show, you'll see our motto there, turnkey steel mill solutions. And it can be as big as this or as small as something this big. Whatever you need, GMB is there to support you. That wraps up our tour of the exit, transfer, and run-out conveyor system here at GMB Heavy Industries. For those that watched through, thank you so much. And please leave your feedback if you can. Share a comment. I'm sure this will end up on YouTube maybe or something like that if you're watching it there. If not, and you can't find a way to reach out to us through the socials, don't hesitate to reach out to GMB via email. gmbindustries.com is where you can find us. Scroll all the way to the bottom, you'll find our inquiry form there, and send us an inquiry. We're happy to work with you on, like I said, I was underneath the arrangement there behind me. Small or large, GMB is there to support you. So thank you for joining us. We look forward to catching you in the next one.